Good morning, everyone. Back with another video. As always, appreciate it if you like, subscribe, try to grow this channel. Today, what I wanted to talk about was just how divided we are as a society. And right, you see this mainly in politics, right versus left, Democrat versus Republican, MAGA versus people who can't stand Trump. And I think a lot of this is by design by this quote unquote elites, because a divided society is weak and we can't come together to challenge the status quo. And you see this with the shooting at the White House Correspondent Dinner over the weekend. Immediately, Trump and a lot of his people in his administration or MAGA pro people are blaming the Democrats for reckless language and inciting um, violence, but it's pretty hypocritical if you look at what Trump and some of his people have said. Just going back to when Robert Mueller passed away last month, Trump basically wrote on his Truth Social platform, "Good riddance," which is just terrible. And so, right, like whether the quote unquote elites want is this if this is intentional to keep us divided, but there's just so much more that unites us, right, in terms of wanting to live in a safe country, wanting to get ahead, wanting to do right for our family, wanting access to education, healthcare, right? But instead, we get, and this is both parties, endless deficit spending, wars, inflation, just this not being able to afford anything, sticking our nose in conflicts all around the world, and social media. A lot of these TV personalities, they just fan this flame of hyper partisanship. It leads to violence, it leads to anger, and unfortunately just keeps us weak and divided because there's a lot more of us than there are of them. Right? We got millions and millions of people who pretty much have the same viewpoints and wants and needs, on the main important issues of the day. But it's just infected with again this hyper partisanship, and the cynic is being cynical. It's hard not to see that this isn't intentional because we don't challenge the status quo. The biggest illustration of this is with the Epstein files. Horrific accusations, everyone in the political spectrum, business people, people in higher education, and nothing has been done, right? It's kind of been glossed over. There's no real investigations. And it's infuriating to a lot of people, but we feel paralyzed. And I think a lot of it has to do with how divided we are, whether intentional or not. And there are a lot of issues that are coming down the train tracks really fast. We got the war in Iran, so military conflict, inflation, runaway debt, AI potentially replacing millions upon millions of jobs. So, as a society, we have a lot to grapple with. I think we have a lot in common when you get away from the elites, that we want this to be dealt with and managed and we want real reform. But we're so weak and divided that unfortunately nothing gets done. And it needs to be changed if we really want to tackle some of these issues. All right, I'll leave it there for now. Be back again with another video tomorrow.